So now here next we are discussing what ions. As you know that the compound is formed by the composition or by the grouping of what metals and non-metals, and that metals and non-metals maybe have some charge on it or that contain charge species is maybe positive or negative. So that charge species or that charge particles or charge atoms is known as water. That is known as water ions. Means the particles or atoms which have some charge on it, that is called water ions. So how ions form? Ion is formed by gaining a charge. Either it is gain a positive charge or either it is gain a negative charge. Then it is called water ions. So there are the two different ions that is based on water. What type of charge that it contains? Either it is positive or a negative. If the particles or atoms that consist of water that have positive charge, then it is called water cations. Means the particles which consist or which have a positive charge or positive charge species, that is known as water, that is known as a cation. Okay, that is called a cation. And how it is formed? Positive charge. So this charge particle is formed by the gaining or loosening the electrons. Means you know that suppose that this one atom. Okay, you know that this atom is electrically what? Atoms is electrically what? Neutral. Why it is neutral? Because the number of proton is equal to number of electron. मीन्स जितने इसमें पॉजिटिव पार्टिकल्स चार्ज पार्टिकल्स है उतने ही नेगेटिव चार्ज पार्टिकल्स होते हैं. दैट ओवरऑल चार्ज बिकेम व्हाट? जीरो, और यू कैन से दैट न्यूट्रल. हाँ, so that's why an atom, simple an atom is what? Electrically neutral. As you know that atoms is consist of 3 subatomic particles. In previous we discussed the Dalton's atomic theory, that when man postulate is that atoms is indivisible particles. Okay, but after the discovery of electron, proton and neutron, it's totally disproved that so this is the main drawbacks of Dalton atomic theory, because that atom consists of what? Sub 3 atomic particles consist within the atoms. That is what? Proton that have positive charge, electron negative charge, and neutron and no charge. So these are the 3 particles found in where? In atoms. Atoms is composed of water. Simple atoms, normal generally atoms is consist of 3 subatomic particles. Proton positively charged, represented by the P. Electron consists of negative charge, represented by the E, negative charge, and neutron, and that is no charge. So overall this atom is what? Electrically neutral, because of number of positive charge equal to the negative charge. So overall there will be cancel the effect of a positive and a negative. So if this atoms lose the electrons and give electron to the other, by loosening and by gaining, it forms a charge on it. Simply it donate one electron. So it forms what? The more number of proton in it. So number of proton is more, so it consists of water. It contain water. It occupy the positive charge because of loosening water. Suppose that, for example, here any atoms consist of the 3 proton and 3 electron. Suppose that it lose 1 electron. It loses 1 electron. So how much electron remain in that atoms? 2, and number of proton is 3. So which charge is more on that atom? That is a positive charge. Means proton is more. The number of proton is more. So it consists what? Positive charge. This consists of what? Positive charge. So that atoms acquired what positive charge, and that positive charge atoms or that particle is known as what cation. Anion means negatively charged particles. Suppose that here the proton and the electron is a 3 3, and that atoms lose one proton. Okay, so number of proton became what 2, and number of electron became 3. So the number of electron is a 3, so that is more than a proton, so it shows what a negative charge. So that negative charge particle or that negative charge species is known as what a anion. For example, some examples of a cation Mg2 plus, because it donate 2 electrons. Why it is 2? Because it donate 2 electrons. Sodium plus 1, why it is 1? Nothing means what? 1. And it lose 1 electron, or it donate 1 electron. Cl minus means 1 minus means it can gain 1 electron. Bromine, iodine 1 1 all means it shows it gain 1 electron from other. Okay, so when it consists of a negative charge, that is anion, and when it consists of what positive charge, it is known as what cation. Now for example, if we are taking the example of sodium chloride, this sodium chloride is formed by the combination of or the you can say the reaction of water, sodium and chlorine. Sodium and chlorine, and sodium and chlorine when it react, it forms water compound sodium chloride, which is known as commonly common salt, table salt, which we use for food. So when it is dissociated into two forms. It is dissociated into two forms: sodium plus ions and the chlorine negative ions. So this is all about water ions. Okay, this is all about the water ions. And one more things about the size of atoms. The size of atoms is considered, or it can be measured, because the atoms is a very smallest particle, and its size is given by the atomic radius. And atomic radius, the size of an atom is given in water atomic radius, and that atomic radius always measure in the water nanometer. So you know that the nanometer, that is denoted by the nm. 1 nanometer, that is equal to 1 for 10⁻⁹ meter. Okay, or you can say that 1 nanometer is equal to 10⁻⁹ meter. So the hydrogen is the smallest atom, means सबसे छोटा जो एटम है वो हाइड्रोजन है, जिसकी जो साइज है हाइड्रोजन एटम इज द स्मॉलेस्ट एटम. And its size of hydrogen atoms is 0.023 into 10⁻⁹ meter. Okay. This is the size of water hydrogen atoms. Okay. So just you go through this all things. If you want to note down this ions, its definition and type of ions, two different type of ions, cation and anion, and their examples. Okay, and this is about the water size of atoms. So now if you want to note down, then we next discuss about how we can write it, the chemical formula. So now there are the certain rules for the writing the chemical formula. As you know that this is the simplest way by which we can represent any compound. Means chemical formula is tells us about that what are the main components or the elements present in any compound. Okay, for example, suppose that we are going to writing the chemical formula for water. Water. So the chemical formula of water is water, H2O. The chemical formula of water is water, H2O. So it is suggests us it tells us about that the water is made up of or it consists of water, hydrogen and oxygen atoms. So simply this chemical formula gives us the idea about how that compound is formed and what are the constituents of that compound. So now there are the certain rules for writing the chemical formula. So first one, we first write the symbols of elements which are present in a compound. Means for here, if we are taking examples of water, okay. So first, what are the things are present? What are the atoms present in the water? Hydrogen and oxygen. So now we are going to water. First, we write the symbols. So in water, what things present? Hydrogen and oxygen. So now we are going to here write what only the symbol. So symbol for hydrogen is a H and for water O. Symbol for oxygen is a O. Now next step is water. Below the symbol, the each elements we write the valency. Now here the word valency. Now it's again the doubt for you what you mean by the valency, how we can get in the valency. So valency is nothing but valency is you can define the valency. Now I am going to write it on the top here, valency. So now valency means it is defined as number of electron can lose or shared by an atom. Okay. So it is defined as the number of it's a number, okay, number of electrons gain or lose or shared by an element. So means how many numbers of electrons can be gain or lose or shared by an एलिमेंट्स. किसी भी एलिमेंट ने कितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर किए हैं या गेन किए या लूज किए, किसी को दिए हैं या किसी से लिए हैं या दूसरे के साथ में शेयरिंग की है, तो दैट नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन is known as what? Valency. Or simply it's you can say that valency means defined as a combining capacity of a element. Means किसी भी element की जो combining capacity of element is called valency. Then this valency, the valency of elements are given in your textbook in a tabular form. So you remember, revise that one. वो आपको सबको ना याद करना पड़ेगा ना ओरली, क्योंकि वैलेंसी हमें पता होनी चाहिए ना. वैलेंसी के बेस पे ही हम फॉर्मूला लिख सकते हैं. तो इट्स क्लियर वैलेंसी. वन एग्जांपल आई एम गिविंग इट एज for example the combining capacities. So for example we have the two hands. So these two hands are what? Our valency. For example octopus have the 8 hands. Octopus have how many hands? 8. Means octopus can combine with its 8 hand. So that 8 is what? Combining capacity, or that 8 is what? Valency of octopus. We have 2 hands, so our valency is what? 2, because we can combine in our 2 hands. So combining capacity of a element is known as what? Valency, or you can say that it is defined as a number of electrons share or lose or gain by an element is called valency. So now second says that below the symbol each of the elements we write valency. Means for example the valency of hydrogen is also 1 and valency of hydrogen is 1 and valency of oxygen is what? 2. Now next, now we cross over the valencies. What? The third step is not what? Cross over the valencies. Means we cross over the valency of a first atom with the second and the second with the first. So it can be written like as H have its cross the valency of oxygen here, so it can 2 and oxygen 1. Now next step, now we cross over the valencies of combining atoms with the first atoms and we write the valency of second atoms, and with the second atom the valency of first atoms, okay, in the same way. Now when the metals and the non-metals, now if there are both the non-metals, so no questions about the metals. If the metals is present, so in that case what? First we write the metals and then after we indicate what? The non-metals. Means when the metals and the non-metals are present in a compound, symbols of the metals are written first. Means the preference is given to what? Metals. First we should represent the metals and then after what? Non-metals. For example, sodium chloride, sodium chloride NaCl. For example, this is sodium. Sodium is a metal and this is a non-metal. So first we give preference to what? Metal. This is sodium. It is also sodium chloride. It consists of two what? Sodium and chlorine. So first we write it what? It's a what? Symbol. सोडियम का सिंबल जो है वो Na, क्लोरीन का सिंबल है वो, फिर वी कैन राइट इन द इट्स वैलेंसी एंड देन क्रॉस, इसकी वैलेंसी को अपना क्रॉस करा दो, फिर ये बन जाएगा NaCl एंड दिस इज अ मेटल. So we can write in first preference gives to what? Metals and then non-metal. Is what? The first preference should be given to metal. If metal is present in that compound. If there will be no metal, then no question about giving the preference. So simply here we can write in what? H2O1. And if simply 1 is not shown in any case, so directly we can write it like this, simply H2O. So this is the chemical formula for water. This is the chemical formula, means we can write the chemical formula of water. One more example we are taking here. Suppose that we want to write the chemical formula for a hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride. So in this compound, what are the elements present? Hydrogen and chlorine. Means two hydrogen and chlorine. Okay. Symbol for hydrogen is H and for this chlorine Cl. Now next write the valencies. The valency of hydrogen is 1 and valency of chlorine is also 1. Now the cross the valencies. So H1Cl1. And simply I told you that when we got it like this single unit, जब एक होता है सिंगल यूनिट होता है तो हम उसको नहीं लिखते हैं, सिंपली कैन राइट लाइक दिस HCl. So in this way we can write it the formula for water, HCl, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen chloride. Okay, so I hope you understood this certain rules. Now next is 7. Compound are formed with the polyatomic ions. The ions are enclosed in a bracket. Okay, if some compound contain the polyatomic ions, so that ions are enclosed, should be enclosed within the bracket before writing the number of to indicate the ratio. Okay, we discuss one example. Shall I have this one? Okay. So for understand the last point that given by me, that is some rules. We are going to here write the chemical formula for ammonium sulfate. Now, before discussing about this, you have to learn this table. This in your textbook. This all rules are given here. This the table 3.6 is very important. Here the symbols of some ions are given here. Okay. So just you go through this table all. Now, so comes to the point. So we are talking about water, how the chemical formula we can write for the ammonium sulfate. Now first one water, ammonium sulfate. So in this compound there are the two the elements ammonia and sulfate. So first remember that all the rules. First water we can writing we are writing here first water, the elements present in a compound. What are the elements present in that compound? So water, the elements present, formula for ammonia and sulfate. So formula for ammonia is what? NH4. For water, NH4. Formula for ammonia is NH4. And for sulfate, that is also SO4. Sulfate ions is water. There are the two different species, sulfite and sulfate. Okay. There are the two sulfate and sulfite. Sulfate SO4. One more sulfide, that is SO3. Sulfide and sulfate. Okay, SO3 and SO4. So now here ammonia, the formula for ammonia is NH4 and now sulfate is SO2. Now next charge, or you can say the valency. Valency, or you can say the charge. So it consists of the charge on the ammonia is a +1 and charge on this is a -2. Okay, -2. Now next is what? Cross the cross the valency. So if we cross the valency, now we can write like this NH4 and here valency this 2. Here one more thing, don't see this simply this sign. Whatever the sign, simply you write it to the number and then SO4 1. And simply you know that we cannot show this 1, so simply it can be written like as first this ammonia, so it's a polyatomic, so we should write it in a bracket NH4 2 and SO4, because no need to write this. So this is the chemical formula for water, ammonium sulfate. This is the chemical formula of ammonium sulfate. So I hope it's very clear for everybody how can we write it the chemical formula for any compound. So main role of writing the chemical formula is what? Valency, and second thing about the formula, or you can say that constituents of elements found in a compound. Okay, so many examples are given in your textbook. You can practice this. all the examples. Practice. Take a practice for writing this chemical formula. It's very easy for you to write the chemical formula. Okay. Now next, the concept of a molecular mass. If you are feeling a difficulty, you can take one more example. Suppose a sodium nitrate. Example. Sodium nitrate. If we want to write the formula for the sodium nitrate. Now take the chalk. Sodium nitrate. So what are two things present in the sodium nitrate? Sodium and the nitrate. Sodium and the nitrate. So write the formula. Sodium, symbol for sodium is a Na, and for nitrate NO3. Now write the valencies. So both have the 1 valency. This have the one positive valency and nitrate has the one negative valency. Now cross the valency. Now cross the valency. So now Na1 and NO3 1. So simply it can be written like as NaNO3. So this is the chemical formula for water, sodium nitrate. NaNO3. This is the chemical formula for water, for this sodium nitrate. है ना, एक दो बार आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो इट कैन बी इजी फॉर यू टू राइट द केमिकल फॉर्मूला फॉर अदर कंपाउंड. ओके. So now next, the concept of a molecular mass. Molecular mass means it is the sum of atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule of that substance. Means how many atoms present, means वो the sum of addition of all the masses of all the atoms. कि जितने भी atoms उस substance में present है उस atoms के total mass को combine करते तो we can find it what a molecular mass. So it is the sum of atomic masses of all the atoms. Total जितना जो भी है उसके सभी के atomic masses को अपन उस atoms में जो भी number of atoms जितने भी present है उससे total multiply करके combine करते हैं that molecules of a substance, then we can find the molecular mass. And more, for example, the molecular mass of water. For example, H2O. We can calculate the molecular mass of water. So, as you know that the mass of hydrogen is 1 unit, and for the oxygen, it is how much? For the oxygen, it is 16 unit. Mass of oxygen is what? 16 unit, and mass of hydrogen is 1. So now here, the mass of all the hydrogen atoms. How many atoms are present in water of hydrogen? 2. In the water, the number of hydrogen atoms are what? Is 2. So 2 into mass of hydrogen is 1 unit. Means 1 plus you can say that oxygen का atom कितना है यहाँ पे? Only 1 atom. So 16. So it's a 2 plus 16. So totally 18 unit. Means the total molecular mass of water is 18 unit. Now we are taking one more example for the molecular mass. If we want to calculate the molecular mass of methane, CH4. Okay, so the mass of carbon is what? 12 unit, and the mass of hydrogen is 1 unit. So how many numbers of atoms of carbon in a methane? Only 1. So 1 into 12 plus how many numbers of atoms of hydrogen in a methane? 4. So 4 into 1. So it's become water. 12 plus 4 means 16. So mass of methane is water 16. The molecular mass of methane is 16. Huh? Now next the formula unit mass. Formula unit mass means it gives the concept of a formula unit formula mass. It is the sum of atomic mass of ions and atoms. Either it is found in the form of ions or atoms in a formula for a ionic compound. For example, any ionic compound, we are taking example again for the sodium. For sodium chloride means उसमें plus ions or negative है. So it's an ionic compound. Sodium chloride is an ionic compound. And here we are going to calculate what formula unit of mass. So this mass of the mass of sodium is what 35, and mass of chlorine is 35.5. So add both 35 plus 35.5. So it became what 70.5. The 70.5 is what is a formula unit of mass of sodium chloride. Okay, just we go through this.